Good evening, I'm Paige Weeks. WDHN has continually been monitoring these storm systems that have made their way to the Wiregrass. Right now, it's pretty much safe to bet that any of the areas that these systems have gone through have experienced power outages, downed limbs. Oscar and David are both here to talk more about that, but Oscar, isn't that pretty much safe to assume at this point?
It has been over the last 2 to 3 hours, and a little bit more damage than that. We have not had any tornado warnings in our area for 4 hours, but there are a few out in the distance, one near Macon, Georgia, and there was a report, I think David mentioned to me, a possible tornado in College Park, which is just southwest of Atlanta. I want to show you the tornado watch. Some of the counties you see here are no longer having severe weather threats. It's ended. It's just about over for Pike County, which includes Troy. It's just about over for Covington County, which includes Andalusia and Varela. And it has ended for Santa Rosa and Escambia County down the Florida Panhandle, which includes the Pensacola area. Now, as far as what we're looking at with the latest on the wind gust, for the first time in several hours, wind gusts have dropped below 40 in Dothan. I want to call your attention to Crestview. See that southwest gust at 39? 10 minutes ago, that was 61 miles an hour. Otherwise, as the storms move through, the winds are falling down. And wow, Troy's not reporting, I'm not sure why, but southwest wind at 16 in Florella. Man, that looks like a walk in the park compared to what we've been seeing all day long. This is what we're looking at with a broad view. There is a little red spot around the Macon, Georgia area. That's a tornado warning, not confirmed. Again, nothing in the last 4 hours as far as tornado warnings down here. Everybody in southeast Alabama has some kind of severe thunderstorm warning ongoing, except for Houston County. And down in the Florida Panhandle, you can see it includes part of Okaloosa County, all of Walton County, western Holmes County, the rest of Holmes County, Washington, and Jackson County, along with Houston County, will have a severe thunderstorm warning here shortly. And then you can add the counties over in Georgia, including the Early County, Miller County, and down towards Seminole County. Let's go over to David and see what he has got going.
Okay, Oscar, yeah, we continue to see this big old line of thunderstorms now moving into the region. Now, let's kind of take this county by county. We know there's been some areas of trees coming down across sections of Henry County. Our Brantley Weatherford is headed in that general direction right now to see what he can spot over here. Right now, that one storm that caused the damage has pushed into sections of Georgia. Just north of there, there's some pretty stout thunderstorms, maybe some winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. From Eufaula down through Clayton, and then that extends on down toward the south. It's coming very close to, say, Abbeville in the next 5 minutes, the next line, and this is really the big one. And then it extends on down into just about all of Dale County, is getting very close to, say, Midland City. Should mention even areas around Headland. We still have that severe thunderstorm warning in effect for this very line. Then it extends over Fort Rucker, back through Enterprise, and then down toward the south and west of there, a little bit south and looks like maybe about 10 miles south of Elba. That's the worst of it, into Coffee County. Then we haven't spoke about Geneva County. There's a pretty stout thunderstorm that's moving in the general direction of Geneva. All of these areas are going to experience some booming thunder, a lot of vivid lightning. It may shake the house for a while as well. There could be some power outages, so be prepared for that. Otherwise, we are looking at the possibility of some gusty winds, maybe in excess of 60 miles per hour. This one area that has developed just to the east now of Dothan looks like very close to Ashford now, and it's going to be very close to, say, Columbia. In the next, say, 5 minutes or so, some lightning has picked up. So, Paige, we're continuing to watch this activity over the next couple of hours. Some booming thunderstorms ahead for us.
All right, thank you, David. And Oscar, I think you wanted to add something, right?
Yeah, what we're seeing is that activity that David mentioned down in central Houston County. Also, you see an Ozark pouring down rain right now, and also that extends down to near the Enterprise area, and also just west of Dothan. And I was going to look at the Durden cams if we had on the west side to see if we had some rain moving across that area. It may not be quite there or have some lightning. We're looking on West Main, looking toward Enterprise, and that is Westgate in front of you, and you can see for the most part, the streets are wet, the winds are still up, but the heavy rain has not quite arrived yet, Paige.
All right, thank you, Oscar. So again, like we said earlier, it's pretty much safe to assume that any of the areas that these storm systems have come through are experiencing power outages or have experienced power outages, as well as downed trees. We have gotten reports about an injury in Lee County, Alabama. No fatalities, though. So for now, we'll go back to regular programming.